Alrighty folks, welcome back to another episode of my Byzantium playthrough, where in the previous episode we actually gained some power projection and 3 provinces by indirectly attacking the Ottomans via their guarantee of Ragusa. We also took Serbia, this province Zeta for Serbia, where I dropped the ball and did not give the occupation to him, so unfortunately they all cost Diplo points, but nonetheless a victory is a victory. The war was unfortunately not the most economical thing to do, hiring a lot of troops and so on, but however, we did end up taking some cash as well, so our economy is not in the worst spot it's been, and not that bad overall. Finally actually building a temple in Constantinople, feeling really good about that, and let's get straight back into it, because we got 3 war exhaustion, which I would like to reduce a little bit if possible, but our next move is going to be going in against Theodoro, as we have claimed up his land, thank goodness. Due to having this, we can claim from neighboring claims, and yeah, I plan to go in against Theodoro. Now, I noticed one of 2 things at the end of last episode, I suppose, which I didn't notice at the time. Rizan peaced out. So if we look here, he gave 1 province to Muscovy. Oh, maybe it's been longer than that. I don't know. Maybe Muscovy got a core in this province while he was fighting, which is something that the Muscovites seem to do sometimes when fighting Lithuania. Either way, Rezan took a huge chunk of mostly Orthodox and, well, definitely Ryazanian, but Russian in general provinces. So just like I thought, Rizan may actually, surprisingly, considering his alliance with Muscovy, not be down and out this game, and we might actually see some kind of strange dynamic. Obviously, he's not even comparable to Muscovy, but because of this vassal bug situation, oh look, that's going to be the end of him. I suggest that's going to be the death of him. He's allied to Tver and Muscovy. That will create a rift between Rizan and Muscovy, and yeah, either way, interesting stuff. I did plan to go into Theodoro and release the Crimea as a vassal, hoping that we could do this reconquest situation, or, you know, they could flip back via rebels. We can see here, though, that Crimeans did spawn, I imagine, in Lithuania while he was getting ravaged, and perhaps the Crimea will spawn up on the map, which is kind of making me wish to go into this war. Ultimately, we're not coring up that much. The war exhaustion is not that much of an issue. So once again, we gear up for war, and hopefully, we did take a victory last time, but it was quite, fairly costly. It was fairly costly. Oh, nice. This is going to give us 1 missionary strength. Completing this mission. That could come into play. But yeah, here we go. Allowing our manpower to be distributed throughout our forces. And I'm not so sure if we want to be friends with Poland. We're really trying to get this alliance with France, which unfortunately does not really look like it is realistically obtainable unless he flips friendly. Right now he's oh, England has a province in Flanders. Actually, the capital, Flandern. Which France is trying to take from him. I thought France was going on to the British Isles, which they sometimes do, which can turn them into a kind of freak of a France. So, oops. I only have 7 transports. And it's time to go back to war once again. So before something bloody well changes, let's just declare this war. I can see the Crimean rebels sitting in Theodoro. I do wonder what exactly is going to happen there, but I'm going to try to take advantage of it. So we're going to focus on piecing out Circassia first. I just want that province. And unfortunately, he doesn't seem to have that much money. Now, can you break tributaries? Yeah, you can't, which doesn't surprise me. Just checking. Oh, a rank 1 advisor that costs 50%. It's not too often that you get that. I'm going to do it. 0.6 ducats for 1 admin a month. Oh, baby. Love it. That's a good deal. We are fabricating on Georgia, who last time I checked, he did end up winning that war as well against Current Man. But last time I checked, he has no allies. He's only military tech 6, so I suspect we're going to be able to deal with him quite nicely. Thanks to all the warfare guys and the decision for Triumph of Greece, we have 70 army tradition, and perhaps rising, considering what we're currently engaging ourselves in. The Cyprus became a subject of the Mamelukes, guys. Oh! The Mams are going in against Georgia, so Georgia's for sure declining. There's no doubt about that now. Yeah, Cyprus became a subject of the Mamelukes, guys, which is not cool overall. A little bit upset about that, because what usually ends up happening, of course, is that he gets religion enforced on him, which is not even Catholic, but, Sunni. And then it gets, another modifier to where you can't even convert it back, even if you obtain the province. So, not so cool. We seem to be making a significant amount of money even when we're at war. So, life's good in that regard. I have no idea how... Oh, wow, look at that. The Crimean force is quite large. Oh, I can get access through Genoa. Perfect. We're going to make good use of that. So I'm wondering if Lithuania can kind of recover from the war that... oh, wow. Pskov was expanded by Muscovy into somebody. I'm actually guessing that was Lithuania. Lithuania has obviously declined. But Muscovy's feeding his subject, who he potentially is never going to integrate, because apparently there's a bug in this game. The Protestant Reformation just spawned in northern Germany. Now, that is going to get rid of our ability to claim in provinces which border claims. Not ideal. I'm trying to think, maybe... do I want claims on somebody in particular? I don't really think so. Maybe the Papal State. He's also allied to France. Both Genoa and the Papal State allied to France. Who's going to be our ally, hopefully, but that does make the situation a little bit awkward. I'm just trying to think, do I want to be making some claims here before, we lose the opportunity to do so? And I kind of think we're good. We're okay. Now, last episode, some Patriots spawned on Naples, but unfortunately they seem to have been cleaned up, which means if we do want to take Naples, it's going to... No, they were not cleaned up. They were decisively victorious, and Naples is free. Oh my goodness. And at the moment, his only ally is Hungary, who... that is a way to break the ties with Austria. Oh my goodness. Finally. Something is going our way. Great. We don't have much aggressive expansion with Catholics. If we could go in against Naples and start taking over Italy, that would make me feel fantastic. Oh wow, I'm happy all of a sudden. That was a dumb thing to say. I just assumed that, guys, when I was like, oh, the rebels weren't successful. No, they were bloody well successful. Some of you guys might have noticed that last episode, and I'm a newbie noob. Did not notice myself. Okay. Trebizond is higher fort level, or development rather, and it's got a nice fort there. That's a good place to fight the Ottomans. Speaking of the Ottomans, guys, if you're wondering, my kind of attitude now is that because they're boxed out from the Balkans, the Navy tactic is not going to work so well. Maybe blockading them on the island or something. But now that we're expanding over here, I want to kind of expand to the best of my ability. And next time we're going to be fighting them, it's going to be, you know, essentially us versus them in a more traditional manner. So, owning Trebizond would be very good. Okay. Now I'm hoping to piece this guy out. We took the one province that we need. He doesn't have allies any longer. That's fine. Gonna just boost autonomy there so that the autonomy begins reducing sooner. And that's essentially stable, that province, which is good. This is a good platform to go into the rest of these Orthodox provinces. And naturally, I'm going to be claiming up Circassia's provinces now. I wonder though, 21k, look at that, that's pretty formidable. Crimean force. Oh, he's got 4 shock. And he's the same tech level. I bet we would, I bet we'd still win, but I don't know about that. We can just pick up. Oh, we have access around. Interesting. Well, those Crimean rebels are in a rough spot for us. Excuse me, man. I keep, like, coughing like that, guys, if you're wondering, because I was unwell. And it's just, you know, I'm perfectly fine, but my throat is just, like, you know, it's gross. You guys don't want to hear that, but blocked. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do apologize for that. Clearing my throat more than usual kind of scenario. It's just not much I can do about it. I used to have, from back in the days when I used to stream, like a hotkey to mute my OBS. And I encountered an issue where OBS would just randomly mute itself. And there's no way on the fly to just notice it. And it would completely ruin my recording. And it actually took a long time for me to realize that for some reason it was doing it due to my hotkey. This is part of the plights of doing this kind of activity, but you know, there's no tech person. You have to do everything yourself, you know, and imagine sitting around hours recording something that you are really looking forward to sharing, and you realize when you go to look back at it that it just mutes at some point. It took me a long time to realize what was happening. And it was just a bug, I suppose, and now I'm afraid to set up a hotkey. Again, there's no logic to it. It was just that I had a hotkey to mute my OBS so that I could cough or sneeze or something. And that was just the death of me, basically. Budget Monk died in real life, basically. Believe it or not. Did he cancel access? Ah, he did. There we go. I was wondering why we weren't over our relations limit. But that is why, because he cancelled military access, which is good. Now this is a bit awkward, man. I want to fully annex Theodoro, and I'm kind of concerned that he's gonna like march out and attack us. Is he gonna attack us, guys? I really don't know. I think the Crimean shouldn't. I'm not 100% sure, but he shouldn't attack us because we're not Lithuania. If it was Lithuania, he would attack. Wow, one more loan to pay off, guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. And next up, it's going to be making buildings, etc., but also, yeah, advisors and rooting out our corruption at a faster rate. Those are all things we're interested in. But wow, guys, I mean, you guys got to admit, those loans were like, they were, a lot of people were telling me, oh, you should just restart. I wouldn't mind if you restarted. You'd have a better game, blah, blah, blah. And I appreciate that. Those of you who wouldn't, just would stick around for a second attempt in a second series. But what I'm trying to say is that there were a lot of loans to the extent that a lot of people thought we would not recover. No stuff going on. And by stuff, I mean coalition. So, did we pull this off? Going to now release the Crimea, which is going to put us over our relations, unfortunately. Which, yep, unsurprisingly, he has Liberty Desire. But that is the kind of least Liberty Desire he could have, because we fully annexed him. Once we integrate Bulgaria, we'll no longer be over. But one option I have is to just cancel my alliance with Savoy. Which I might do. Alright, so these guys should not be assaulting the Crimea's capital. There we go. So now we're hoping that everything flips back to the Crimea. And that will be officially, I would say, one really nice kind of cheeky move that we have actually pulled off, this time around, this game. A lot of land. Because in terms of just having an epic game and an epic expansion and so on, we haven't been doing well. Now there's one other thing I want to check actually, and that's if Hungary will back up Naples. I wanted more claims. Oh, he's allied to Castile as well, which he wasn't last time we looked, was he? Okay, that's changes things. Looks like France is fabricating on Castile. So we could potentially... I mean, he's allied to Austria, though. He's got good diplomacy. God dang it. Alright, we took a significant amount of money. I'm wondering if we can root the heck out of corruption now while we have the chance. But it's going to be worth building this marketplace. That's something I've been meaning to do for a long time that we haven't had the luxury of doing. And I try to do some serious corruption rootage. And he doesn't have allies, right? Yeah, sweet. Looking forward to going in against Georgia. We are pretty safe from being attacked. Nice. I will dissolve this. And ally Razan is, we might find, we are potentially a rival option for Razan. He is Orthodox. I want to do my best to have these nations who are, of course, Orthodox be friends with us. Now, I am considering the fact that he might end up getting wrecked by Muscovy. We can see Muscovy has already claimed Tver, so Razan might be, get wrecked by him indirectly. But still, just in case, I think he's very comparable to Savoy anyway, if not stronger, considering Savoy lost 2 provinces. For those of you who don't know, we have a really good heir. So I kind of want my ruler to die, honestly, before something goes wrong. He has reduced Liberty Desire. How appropriate. Because the Crimea is a horde, right? Yep. That has increased Liberty Desire, and as they expand here, we're kind of hoping that they do. Yeah, Liberty Desire could be an issue. Now, we have a truce for him for some time, so it doesn't matter for 5 years. And that gives us plenty of time to build up our forces more, which will help, and improve his relations as well. But, yeah. Liberty Desire is actually something that's very often I would consider to be bad for a trait on a ruler. And in our case, is actually significant. Like, fairly significant. That's cool. So these guys' techs are bad, right? Yeah. Let's go in. Now we do have some war exhaustion. Unfortunately, I'm trying to just be productive though at this point, guys. And by productive, I mean like, you know, get set up to be able to defeat the Ottomans nicely when our truce is up in quite some time. 11 years. I want to be able to really crush him. Should we royal marriage resign? Yeah. We don't have a royal marriage with the other two. Sure. Let's do it. So if we look at his forces... Okay, he hasn't gotten wrecked by the Mem, so we've got to be careful. That's a good place... Oh, that's marsh. So they've changed the terrain here a little bit. So these used to both be mountains as well, which are now hills and marsh. But marsh is still a good province to defend. That's alright. We don't really need legitimacy or prestige. Screw it. I still value my money. Lose some prestige here, that's okay. Now going back up to war should help us hopefully maintain our army tradition, which is fairly high. And we're rooting out our corruption at a fairly high rate. How about we start getting some advisors though, as we can afford them. Manpower. Let's go for manpower over morale. I don't think, you know, I say that kind of hesitating, that it's going to be that much of an issue to defeat this guy, mostly because he's fighting the Mamelukes, but the Mamelukes are just sitting here, though, to be fair. We've got a lot of military power, so... It's pretty much, these grasslands are not super cheap, but they're not super expensive either. This will help us get some good manpower later on. Once we build some manpower buildings. Where should I be using my diplomat? Here. Let's fabricate on Naples and the Crimea. Of course, the Crimea is not our religion, guys, so that's... yeah, a little bit awkward. Oh, nice. Cool, though. Theodoro did actually end up converting that, which means that's going to be Orthodox for some time. We might find we actually... Dude, I didn't even realize that. Part of the reason... I knew the Crimea would have some liberty desire, but part of the reason that I mismicroed here, by the way. That was not actually planned. Part of the reason I released him is because he would be Sunni. The province would be Sunni, and I was trying to avoid the rebels. But there we go. Yeah, I knew that would happen. God dang it. So, I wonder if our tech level will be enough, and our morale from our army tradition. Yeah, we didn't end up winning, which is pretty crazy, honestly. Outnumbered, attacking into mountains. But, you know, it was costly. Our manpower was so low. Not very pleasant. This is a hard place to hold. I'm kind of trying to grab what I can in case the Mamelukes took a crazy amount of land or something. Is this a Holy War CB? I'm wondering what CB he used. Because maybe it's that Cossacks thing? Do you know what I mean? The Cossack CB thing? Because he doesn't have a claim, but it says in the conquest of this province when he doesn't have a claim. A little bit unusual. Yeah, and as our forces reduce further and further, it's not exactly going to help us with that liberty desire either. The sooner we get that liberty desire up, he'll give us a little bit of money. Speaking of money, I guess we don't have loans. Why don't we buy some mercs? Feels a bit weird, honestly. But we're in need of them. This the rank 3 siege general is doing wonders for us. In the sense that we might be able to siege this down pretty quickly. Which we desperately need to do, obviously, because then it becomes our defensible position instead of his. At the moment, we're losing 1 deploy a month, which is not great. So I wonder what else is going on in the world. Hungary took 2 provinces from Bohemia and released Silesia. Ah, wow. Protestantism's only got the 1 center of Reformation. Wait, did they... But there's multiple Protestants. Did they change the way that it works? I would think that, well, anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. Wondering where else they're going to be. Obviously, obviously the Protestant League and so on is it's of significance if you really want to take on the empire at that point. Okay, he still hasn't ticked up. Oh, jeez. Good luck me. We're still so far ahead in military. I'm going to go ahead and... This general is useless. Let's try to get some good shock. Oh, Worf! Worf! Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Killing my manpower. That is impressive, man. Holy balls. We're like fighting 2-1 with -2 to walls and winning. Of course, due to our tech level and our 6 shock general. That was crazy, though. Can you hurry up and siege? We really needed that. What I was going to do, by the way, if you're wondering, I was going to take out some loans and again, which obviously for obvious reasons I want to avoid, and Merc. In fact, I'm going to turn off our corruption while we're doing this, because if we just make a little bit more, I can hire a mercenary. 1 mercenary could make the difference for sure. This is pretty awkward, utilizing such a small amount of troops. If he rushes back in, it's going to be challenging. Oh, you bastard. I'm trying to take the fight, by the way, because his morale is not very high. And that's our battle, defensible battle. He gets -1 now. No. Go, go, go. Don't kill it. Ah, thank goodness. Okay, do we have our siege general here? Yes, we do. So it values the siege general higher because of his overall stats than the 6 shock. Accumulate money for prestige. That's something maybe we can achieve. In fact, naval race against the Ottomans we could probably achieve as well. So we converted a province and we got a little bit more missionary strength. Oh, geez, delivered desire situation's not very good. Our reputation will be reduced by integrating Bulgaria, but at the same time, it should help out overall due to, you know, force limit. Oh, jeez. No! I hate this. It's got to be done. I was trying desperately not to take loans because we've only just gotten out of debt, but it's just got to be done. This is getting ridiculous. Lol. Mission failed. So we'll take naval race versus the Ottomans. Oh god, this is grim as well. I had a little bit more confidence because I thought the Mamluks would win the war for us. This terrain advantage is brutal. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, he arrives on the 24th. 23rd. So I want to actually pause it on the 23rd. Make sure we're using the 6 shock general. How much is this affecting our manpower? Quite badly. What a shame. Life's rough, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he gets +1. Was that there earlier? I think he just took that. Oh no. We're so close to being successful, but I think we're gonna lose. The pain is real. The Mamluks are about to break through anyways. But for real, the pain is real. We've got ticking war score. Apparently he's afraid to engage here, so that's where we're going to sit. In the hills. Ticking war score is good. Oh man, he makes it before the end of the month. Okay, that's awkward. He's still behind us in tick. We could win that. No. Crimea's expanding in size. Cool. Okay. Damn it. We're going to recover our morale. We can go to Theodora. Oh man, I was hoping it would be easier than this. Obviously, against we just got army tradition. Now, army professionalism, for all I know, it's better, guys. But what I do know is my army professionalism is very low. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, God. This is really grim because, we've become a great power. Cool. Wow, we became a great power before 1500. That makes me feel pretty good. You know, it's just awkward that he's got such a terrain bonus here because of this capital. I'm actually starting to get nervous that if the Mamluks don't bloody well if they might peace him out and be content and walk away, and then we're in a bit of a rough spot here, honestly. Also, Byzantium is not being integrated, are they? Bulgaria, rather. which is not cool. Mamluks want access? Yes. Okay, he broke through. Thank goodness. Can you go do work on him, please? The birth of colonialism. Let's check out where it is. Castile. Now, we had a significant amount of taking war score. We're still winning in war score, which is good. Hey, nice. That was nice. Some admin. Love it. Oh, jeez. No! Oh. Feels so bad, man. He's wandering off, though. Oh my goodness, that feels bad, man. Damn it. Damn it. I have to just commit now, guys. It's become so much of a like liability. I just have to commit to getting this done with. Do you know what I'm saying? It's okay. We're gonna take one more loan. We're much more wealthy now. It's okay. Oh goodness, I'm pretty upset though. So I really just want a significant advantage, you know? Gonna get back on the... He's kind of trapped out. Maybe that was a blessing that he kind of went up north because he's afraid of the Mams. Now he has to take a terrain disadvantage if we like hold him here. And we just have free run of his lands. Okay, he's going for the Crimea. Uh-oh, he's coming back now. Yep, he is coming back. He doesn't get the... Screw it. I'm just going to walk from to the mountains. No, it's the same thing. Because he gets the +1. The damn guy. Oh, man. Even this war. I mean, I should have committed earlier, I suppose. You know, I went in with too low troops, so... It's my own fault, but at the same time, feels bad, man. I really felt like... I mean, it's like he might as well have not even been getting wrecked by the Mamelukes, you know? At all. That was pretty crazy. Okay, now we're in good shape after this, though, you know? It costed a lot. It costed some war exhaustion. So, I want to take... We'll use mercenaries to try to avoid the attrition. 3 siege. And then we're going to kind of hold him here. Although, by the looks of things, he can just walk around. Uh-oh. I would have thought he couldn't get access through QQ. I don't know why he's going that way. He can walk around through his rival. I'm not going to do this over this period of time because I don't want to pay the missionary, if you're wondering. Okay, sweet. I feel more comfortable now. Let's just get this bloody war over with, though, man, for real. Let's use that general there. So I'm trying to hold him in the marsh, by the way, if you're wondering. Seems to be working well. Sieging down 2 forts. I'm going to blockade this at sea. Cool in Poland, eh? We've got favors with Poland. That's nice to see. I'm wondering if, like, we could attack. Nah, Naples is allied to Castile now. Damn it. Oh. Oh, wow. Lithuania's getting well and truly wrecked. Teutons called their favors in with the Scandinavians to bring them in against Lithuania. I'm going to fabricate on Lithuania. Fabricate this up and go in against him myself. I don't see us going in against Naples sooner. So let's Cancel this. And yeah, Lithuania could be a bit of a freebie. He's just getting wrecked back to back to back. He can't be that strong because he hasn't been able to manage, defend against this rebel stack at all. Speaking of this rebel stack, Circassia managed to clean them up, though, apparently. And that gives us reconquest against him, though, at least. That's something. Yeah, so if we get a fort, I actually don't think I can take a Georgian province just by taking that fort, though, can I? So we're going to have to wait on both of these forts, but we're getting there. Apparently, we're about to go take yet another loan. Let's move out here for looting purposes. So we need those provinces to form Rome, right? You need to surround the entire Mediterranean. Crimea seems to have defended his land. Cool. Nice, dude. That's pretty cool, man. The little, releasing the Crimea. Now, hopefully we don't regret that. He's got a lot of liberty desire right now. But hoping as we, empower ourselves, improve relations with him, and eliminate our other subjects, that liberty desire will not be an issue. Now, they did retreat over this side, it just occurred to me, so although they're so wrecked and outnumbered, we should be good. I really want to reduce my war exhaustion, guys, but I actually value it more than my admin right now. We're very far behind in Diplo, and I'm not gaining anything while I integrate Bulgaria. Yay! His enthusiasm's low as well because of the rebels. Let's go like... Oh, I don't have access. Okay. Go like this. Yay. Okay, let's get out of this war. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Quickly going to peace out. And obviously next episode we're going to be integrating Bulgaria. I'm capped on my damn military points. So honestly, guys, this is what I want to do against them. Is just take as much as we can. But that Diplo points, it's just not going to work. I value them too much right now. So I'm going to take what I claimed. Take the money. They actually have a decent amount of money. Very nice. Yep, let's get... Okay, that's too much war score. We're good. We're good. Not going to reduce our war exhaustion, but we are going to call these up for more expensive. Feels bad, man. Military, we're going to go into development. We've got a nice general, which is really good. Hopefully that general sticks around for our truce with the Ottomans, which ends in 8 years' time. So hopefully against the Ottomans, we can fight them here in the mountains and like really, really beat them back multiple times before going in and sieging down their lands. Looking like finally we've got some pretty good opportunities, guys. Our truce with Circassia should come up in 4 years' time, and he shouldn't be too hard. Obviously, he's protected by the Great Horde, but I imagine Muscovy will take the Great Horde at some point. So yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Gonna be once again, trying to crawl out of this financial pit, if you will, that we're in. I'm going to keep some of my forces, but remove others. And I'll see you in the next episode where we continue, hopefully, to prosper.